Ia ova he mōlele, ke oku I ka hiko I ka nani, ke ihi me ka hano hano. Ke o mai ka I ke hosa ana, ke mili lani, aho aku nei māpū ia oe no leila, ke ora I a koko mai.
This project has been in the works approximately 6.5 years. It was a twinkling in the eye for some of the faculty, but then when we found out that the one-stop center was going to be built, we had access to this facility which we could renovate, and then every year as things got approved, we would work on one bite at a time. I think for one thing there's a safety issue involved. And in this kitchen, I'll be able to observe all the students all the time. The students will also have a video equipment installed here, and the students will be able to observe directly from their stations what I'm doing on my station. So we'll have a lot of intensive interaction. It's also a sanitary facility because we have holders for the books. Each student has his own refrigeration unit. Each group of students will have their own refrigeration unit, their own burner unit, their own ovens. So it presents a more realistic kitchen. It shows them what they'll actually be looking at in the work environment.
The laboratory setting that they were in previously, they were in a room that was, not basically set up for their particular class, the fundamentals cooking. And in that sense, it was a crowded, with a maximum amount of students in such a small space. And they were limited in their movement and not allowed to really just have that comfortable feeling. We only had one stove to work off each, so we'd always have to wait, but now everybody has a chance to be on the stove by themselves. There's some challenges here and there, because I've never been in a kitchen before, and this is a great opportunity for me. I've learned so much. I didn't even know how to hold a knife until this class, so now that was interesting to know how to do. All the different recipes, different sauces we have to make and all that.
And this facility is going to allow us to serve our students and our community even better and for very many, many years.
We are starting a new program. It's in the beta process now. It's called LiveText, and it's a student-centered learning project that can be used as an assessment tool as well. So everything is finally coming together. And I just want to thank everybody, Helen, Gary, all the facilities people, all the faculty that made this possible, all the fundraising, Chef Mark with the gala that we've done. It's just made this all possible. And I truly want to thank everybody. I'm truly grateful and truly happy to have this new facility. Mahalo.
Residents and visitors of the islands of Hawaii have enjoyed its beauty for years. But here on Kauai, we face a significant environmental challenge. Approximately 90% of the food we eat and the energy we consume come from off-island sources. How can we create change? In 2011, Chancellor Helen Cox decided to tackle this challenge head-on.
In Hawaiian, the word for responsibility is kuleana, and it's a really essential concept in Hawaiian epistemology. We recognize that it is our kuleana to not only train our students and prepare them for jobs and for further study, but to also work with the entire community so that we can find more sustainable ways of being.
Ho'oluvei focuses on 4 areas: affordable housing, energy, waste management, and food production.
In each case, the students are getting the skill set they need, they're getting the opportunity to have hands-on experience, and they're actually tackling real challenges that the island faces.
As an apiary intern, I'm working with the small hive beetle. That's a new pest on Kauai, and it was discovered over here at KCC. Our end product is going to be a map of the distribution and density of the small hive beetle on Kauai.
One of the values of being a part of a program like this is it puts me in a position to really talk about some of those bigger ideas that are facing our generation now.
So I think aquaponics is really a potential answer to some of our sustainability problems. The water usage is only 1/10 of the amount you would use comparing to traditional agriculture. it's fully recirculated.
One of the most exciting projects that we have is the Ho'oluwehi Center at Kaapuni, which is a housing partnership with the County of Kauai.
Eric was appointed to the director of the Ho'oluwehi Center here. He was building a container solution housing, and I thought that would be perfect for the site we had.
August 2011, Ima and I had talked about, well, why don't we build a prototype on campus with carpentry students?
You know, out of it came the idea for a full sustainable living center.
So the Kaapuni project brings together construction, it brings food, it looks at energy, it looks at agriculture, and it brings all of those things together, and it provides housing for people who otherwise would not be able to afford housing.
What's unique about this project is the involvement of our students. Behind me, the prototype affordable housing container-based solution being built by carpentry students.
Well, I definitely see a future in this kind of builds. I know that. I feel that.
So we're affecting not only environmental sustainability, but social and cultural sustainability as well.
I'm very appreciative for Kauai Community College and its efforts to promote and educate sustainability right here on Kauai, whether it be to offering different opportunities to the education programs, to converting containers into homes, and that alone is just another example of KCC stepping to the plate, offering opportunities to be a sustainable part of our community, and more importantly, part of the beautiful island of Kauai.
This work isn't easy. We're creating the future. And it's a future that's based on new assumptions about what's important, as well as new technologies that suggest potential solutions. So we don't get everything right, but it's important that we stay the course, that we focus on sustainability, and overall, we're making real progress.
And that progress is the key to finding viable solutions in creating a more responsible and sustainable Kauai.
Selena Lutau graduated from high school in 2011. Kamuela Chandler is 38 years old. Lisa Raposo worked for the state for 13 years. And they all have one thing in common. They would not be attending Kauai Community College if it weren't for the Waiale'ale project.
I didn't have money. I never really think about financial aid. And then, yeah. If it wasn't for that scholarship, I wouldn't even think of coming to school anyway.
That's pretty much the main hurdle that you have, you know, wanting to come to school is who's going to pay the bill and, you know, how are you going to get what you need for school. And Waiale'ale took care of that.
I'm still not done. I still got way more to go, but I'm glad for the opportunity, the foundation that set me, you know, that I know I can do this.
The program works with social service agencies and high school counselors to find prospective candidates who are not considering college, like Chandler, Lutau, and Raposo, and pays for 100% of their tuition and books. Project coordinator Kimo Perry says the program's academic support is key.
It is the mentoring, it's the tutoring, it's the summer activities before they come in for their first semester.
Or whatever is needed. For instance, Lutau had a baby during midterms of her first semester.
Kimo helped me talk to my teachers and stuff and like helped me get through, and then I ended up finishing with a 4.0 that semester, and it was pretty good.
Research by the donor who initiated and is helping to fund the Waiale'ale project found that a person who completes just 1 year of college makes 30% more income over their lifetime compared to someone who never went to college.
What he also found was that a student who completes that first year, just 1 year, whether they or not they attain a degree, lives 7 years longer.
And the college experience opens up a world of possibilities.
I'm a writer, and I'm also thinking about maybe getting into research.
I hope to have my own counseling, like family therapy.
Really want to open up my own restaurant.
And there's some nice square ones out there.
Phi Theta Kappa is the International Honor Society for two-year colleges. There are around 1,200 different chapters in quite a few different nations. If they have a 3.5 GPA or above, they're invited to join, and it's a pretty big deal. It offers opportunities for recognition, which is really important because these students, they work hard. And this is one of the rewards available to that. This is one of the ways that we get to recognize that.
I'm really proud of the students that were inducted today, that they really want to be part of it and they know that it's a prestigious club to be in.
I think we have a really good core group of officers who are working hard and diligently to get people to know about our honor society and to get the word out so that people will join and know that it's a good thing.
In addition to the recognition, it also offers scholarships. And that, I think, is one of the big reasons I always encourage people to join Phi Theta Kappa, is you get access to millions of dollars worth of scholarships that you can apply for to support further studies.
We had more actually being inducted compared to last semester. And I was really happy with the good turnout.
This is a student-driven group, so what our members want to do, we end up doing. Whether it's community service or further studies, we host forums or speeches around campus, but it's really up to our members what we're going to end up doing. So that's another phenomenal opportunity that the students have through the Honor Society.
Well, I think to me, I always love the chance to show the world, or at least the community, what our students can do, because I think we've got some great work in the show, and of course I want to show it off. And I think to the students too, it's a way to communicate, to show their talents.
I like that I'm able to go ahead and do my art thing, but then also have them kind of over my shoulder guiding me, and also the patience that these teachers have for their students, because art takes a while. So just having them there and having that small ratio, it's able to give me that one-on-one teaching that I prefer.
We have two certificate programs in digital media arts. The first is in digital graphic design, like the work you're looking at behind me. That involves mostly print media, some web as well, and we also have a digital film certificate program which focuses on filmmaking, video making, editing, post-production, and a little bit of animation in there as well, so sequential media.
Well, my name is Fred Akias, and this is my second year at KCC. I graduated from Kauai High School. I wasn't too sure if school was right for me because I was an average student, nothing spectacular. I was there, I attended, and it felt like I was just doing the minimum just to get by. Coming to KCC, I really didn't know what to expect, as in class-wise or how the people would be treated. But now that I'm here, I see that a lot of people are more or less like me. They got a lot of things on their plate, like work and family, and they're all just trying to make a living while finishing school and trying to accomplish one of their goals. Here, almost about to get my associate's degree, I don't regret a thing, and I actually recommend going back to school for anybody.
My name is Marco Bucao. I graduated from Kauai High School in 2002. I came back to Kauai Community College to obtain a degree in electronics technology, currently in my last year at KCC. In high school, I was pretty open. I didn't have a clear path on what I wanted to do. Maybe towards the end, I heard about a summer internship that dealt with science and technology, and ever since then, it has grown from there. Well, the Akamai internship program, I got involved when a representative from Akamai came down and recruited us. The internship involved STEM research, science, technology, engineering, and math. My research was about designing a linear stage to measure the surface geometry of a telescope mirror. The telescope mirror was used and is, I think, currently being installed on Haleakala. The faculty here at KCC is very helpful, very knowledgeable, very smart. They commit a lot of hours to students and what they need, their tutoring, and they're always here. I feel very comfortable with them and very proud to have them.
This is a really neat program because the students, one, learn about electronics, but they also learn about being a productive team member in a company. They can be in this program and become a technician, but also we get students who are maybe engineering bound that come over to the technology department and take courses in electronics.
This education has led to my current hiring at Pacific Missile Range facility here at PMRF as an electronics technician.
I enjoy being with them a lot. It's, I think, one of the best things about being here is how great the students are and how much fun it is to build projects together. My great-grandfather, my grandparents, and my father all grew up on this island. And I spent every summer here when I was a child. And although I went away for a long time on the mainland and worked at a great community college, it's this place I love, this community. This is the center of my heart. And I can't think of a better job to have than to be here in this community and this land that I love, making a difference.
My name is Chloe Story. I'm a graduate of Kauai Community College from 2012, and I would just like to say thank you to all of our donors.
Thank you for your continued support.
Thank you to all the donors.
Mahalo to the donors. Thank you for supporting KCC.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your support.
We wouldn't be able to do events like this without you guys.